How's it going, Pokemon fans? Shane and CJ here from JollyMonz.
Here I am.
And this is going to be our first attempt at doing commentary on live gameplay. This past weekend, we did have a League Cup that was expanded at one of our LGSs, local game stores. And we decided to bring the camera along and try and record some rounds. We got most of them, not all of them, due to some technical difficulties. But this is the first one we're going to showcase to you guys.
This was round 2, I believe it was?
Yes, round 1. There was a little bit of issue, so we didn't get that. This is round 2. This is going to be Gardevoir versus Trevenant. Daniel Nichols versus Dakota Nelson. I'm only going to say that since...
start.
Ooh.
The pseudo to start. Wrong tree.
Very much wrong tree, sir. So Gardevoir is going first. We're going to open with Sudowoodo with the Diancie on the bench. He does have a DCE and what looks like Ultra Ball versus Seeker.
He's probably just going for the turn 1 Bridget, I imagine.
That would be my guess. So he's going to get the Tapu Lele using the Wonder Tag ability to go grab... it does look like he skipped the Bridget.
You skipped a step there, Danny boy. You cannot Lele for 2 rolls.
Only in my dreams, sir. So yeah,
there you go.
So he's gonna get the Bridget. He's gonna get 2 rolls, and I would imagine a Remoraid.
I mean, to be fair, I'm sure that's a mistake we've all made at some point.
Yes.
And boy, that Comfey. That is Comfey, right?
Yes.
Boy, did he tell me stories about that.
He did tell me that thing came in clutch on multiple occasions.
Mostly round 1, because he got paired up against like Toxicroak Seviper.
Yep, I played against that deck as well.
Couldn't touch him. He's like, Comfey, turn 1. What are you gonna do?
Is supposed to do protect anything with fairy energy from conditions?
It's basically Verizon EX for fairies. If I remember the card correctly, it's anything with a fairy energy can't be affected either by status or maybe he even says the effects of your opponent's attacks. I'm not 100% sure.
Now, Trevenant is going to go ahead and level ball for the Phantump. Or maybe he played that from hand and he's still level balling. He could just be searching his deck to check for prizes.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and look up that Comfey real quick.
Right. Yep. So he's just going to grab that Phantump. Well, maybe not. Hold on.
Do you know what set that's from?
Comfey?
Yeah.
One of the Sun and Moon sets. I want to say Guardians Rising?
Okay, I found it.
Looks like Trevenant just...
Okay, no, it's just special conditions.
Just special, okay.
But still, when you have the random Toxicroak deck running around...
Ooh, that Guzma, though, bringing up the Phantom so he can Ascension. For anyone who doesn't know, Phantom's only attack is Ascension for 1 colorless.
The only attack it needs.
You search your deck for a Trevenant and put it on top.
It's very good.
Which then item locks your opponent, because there's only one good Trevenant in Expanded, and it is not grass.
I mean, that's debatable. There's more than one good Trevenant. It's not as good, but...
There is only one great Trevenant.
Yeah, there's really only one Trevenant you play.
Make trees great again.
Trees are great. I see 2 trees in play. I'm sure one of them isn't supposed to be in play. He just happened to be that way.
Gardevoir did play Sycamore. All I saw was a Rescue Stretcher. She isn't really going to do him anything here. Ultra Ball. Oh, he just passed. Ugh.
I mean, what really can you do under an item lock?
Evolve to Curlia.
I mean, yeah.
Which he didn't get there.
But I mean, the Gardevoir decks nowadays only playing 2 Curlia.
Yeah, in Expanded, I would highly consider playing 3. Because Trevenant and Toad.
Well, no, they're only playing the 2 because of Diancie.
That's fair.
Like, you can always just evolve with the Diancie, and then you have your rare candies to get the quick turn 2 Gardevoir, if need be.
We are going to see an Ultra Ball for a Shaman here from Trevenant.
Did he play it yet? Oh, no, he
Nope,
did.
He's going to play D-Valley, then do it. Because he's smart. We did see a bursting balloon. That could become relevant.
Man, the Trevenant player is just going ham right now, doing all of his searching. And I guess there's really no reason not to just dump out all of your Pokemon. Like, if there's one non-Trevenant Pokemon, it doesn't really matter how many others are on there.
Right.
Like, as long as that Necrozma was in play, you would always just be able to Guzma out of the lock.
And this is a matchup where Necrozma could come in very clutch.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's just, the longer it takes Daniel to get to his Gardevoirs, the longer it takes for Necrozma to become a lethal threat.
So he played Wally, he used Silent Fear, and now we're moving back to Gardevoir.
Because, I mean...
All I gotta say is, I see some Ralts that'll go down in one more turn if nothing happens.
That is true. What's Walt's HP? 60?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't really played Gardevoir at all yet, so I haven't really paid attention to their HP count.
Most basic Pokemon, if they evolve, are usually 60. I've seen very few that go up to 70.
Ooh, that Ace Rolla.
Hey, that came in handy. It'll save one of the Ralts.
Look at them full art ends. Very pretty.
Overrated.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I don't feel like paying, what, $80 for an end?
Oh, it looks like he tried to Ultra Ball, but he forgot about Trevenant. So he's just going to use Deancey and pass. Gonna go get himself a Curlia.
And then, if the Trevenant player Silent Fears again, he gets one knockout.
What's Comfy's HP?
I
80?
don't remember. I'm pretty confident it's more than 60. I can just pull up my phone again and 70.
Ooh,
You know what? I'm going to eat my words. Comfey is a Pokemon that evolves that has 70 HP.
So it looks like Trevenant's debating on the computer search. I guess he decided against it.
Probably deciding that he doesn't really need to right now. It's kind of just a win more play.
Yep. Now, this was a best-of-3 Elite Cup, so there's no reason to go crazy game one and overextend yourself.
Wait. Are we about to see it?
Nope.
Okay, no.
Up. Yes,
Okay.
it is down. I guess his issue here was, what do I discard?
True. I imagine he gets a draw supporter, because I don't think he had any draw power in his hand. If I remember correctly, or if I saw correctly. He's eyeing up an energy, though.
Is he going to start going for Tree Slams? Doesn't seem... Well, would a Tree Slam knock out the Diancie? I don't think so. Tree Slam's what, 60? For the active? Yeah.
How much is Diancie?
I would assume it's more than 90. It's a legendary basic. I would assume it's at least like 110.
I don't know.
If it knocks out the Diancie, I could see him going for it. Oh, he's going to get a Phantom.
Interesting.
And a Phantom with a computer search. I guess he probably knows it's not too hard for a Gardevoir to come in and knock out that Trevenant. So he's going ahead and getting prepared. And he did play the Sycamore.
That Diancie has 90 HP. So a Tree Slam gets the Diancie. If Ralts has 60, it doesn't knock out the Ralts.
I assume he puts 20 on the Lele. Or not.
No,
Okay.
he does Curlia Comfey?
Yep.
Is that what I just saw?
Looked like it. I figured he'd go for the Lele because then it only needs one more Tree Slam and Necrozma can come in and kill it. So that's what I was expecting.
In Pokemon, we feint our Pokemon. We don't kill them. This isn't a Nuzlocke.
I go off the manga, sir.
Did they kill in the manga?
Bro, have you seen excerpts from the manga?
No.
Arbok get cut in half.
Oh, wait, I remember that now.
There's a lot of death in the manga. They also fuse the legendary birds.
I also remember that now.
That was dumb. Alright, so, back to Gardevoir. Can he get there? I mean, he does have multiple ends. He has a Gallade, though Gallade's not really going to do him anything here, so...
Things like that. That's kind of just a dead Ralts right now in the active.
He is going to end.
So what can he be digging for? I mean, obviously a Gardevoir would be nice for the bench.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is Gardevoir and a bunch of energy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's going to draw 6 off this end, and he needs 30, 60, 90. Yeah, I mean, never mind. It's impossible. He would need 8 cards to knock out this Trevenant, so that's not going to happen.
Well, yeah, he's obviously not getting the knockout right now, because he also has to get the Ralts out of the active.
That's what I was thinking. He needs 8 cards. He would need, like, 6 energy and the Gardevoir. No, I guess he would need 7 cards, but not going to happen unless he cheats.
It's fine. Just cheat.
Fair enough. There is an energy on the Lele. So he just passes. I can see why he did it. He kind of just probably wants to play the turn safe so he doesn't take the bursting balloon damage. But now there is a rescue scarf on that break, so...
it kind of looks like that might be a DCE.
That's what it looks like.
So he could just be waiting to bring in the Lele and attack with it. But there is a rescue scarf on that Trevenant.
There very much is. And he is going to play Wally to get another breakout. This is looking very bad for Gardevoir. I mean, it's still a 6-5 prize game, but Trevenant's getting very far ahead.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, Trevenant was going turn 2 before the Gardevoir player could start using his rare candies to get his stuff in play. And there goes 2 knockouts. 3 knockouts.
Oh, man. I'm assuming Gardevoir just scoops here. Just go to game 2 and call it a day.
Most likely.
I mean, it doesn't look like he's going to, but I feel like he probably should have. Because at this point, this game's pretty unwinnable. Yep,
and there we go. There's the concession.
So they're going to go to game 2 with Trevenant taking game 1.
So I'm going to go see if I can go ahead and skip to the beginning of the next game. I'm probably going to mess this up. Wait, we're getting there? Alright. Prizes are going down.
So game
Pokemon
2,
are flipping.
Ralts and Necrozma. At least it's not a Sudowoodo.
Right. I assume Ralts is just the start you want, like, all the time. No, Deontay.
Definitely
I'm wrong.
Deontay. Gosh, CJ, get it right.
Oh, just throwing cards around. Playing the computer search.
Is he playing the computer search?
I think so. Oh, wait, never mind. You know, I'm not really sure what's going on at this point. I just saw cards flying around.
Man, I would assume he just Ultra Balls here. I don't see much reason to computer search. Like, I'd hold the computer search for next turn.
He probably started to play the computer search and then realized, oh wait, no, I have an Ultra Ball. I'll just do this instead.
So he's going to get the Tapu Lele. He's going to use the Wonder Tag ability. And go get himself a very fancy Bridget. He forgot to grab the Bridget again. He's just going to jump in the gun, going straight to the Pokemon.
Come on, Daniel.
Daniel, you've passed the Bridget like 4 times. Please grab it. Where's the Bridget? Are they not going to catch it?
I'm very confused here. I mean, I assume they catch it at some point. Alright, there's Dakota looking in the discard.
There we go. Okay, they caught it. We're good. We're good. Now, keep in mind, we are not doing this commentary live. This happened like 5 days ago.
Right.
So, us catching it doesn't do any good.
Well, they did see me just skip ahead. So.
See, Daniel's confused here, and Dakota's like... Alright, so what is he grabbing with the computer search?
Yeah, I draw supporter. That's what I imagine.
True, true. He is playing against Trevenant. Might as well go ahead and dump it. Good point. I kind of forgot this was Trevenant. I was so caught up on the Bridget. I was just like, man, please tell me they catch this so we're not commentating over this game as they accidentally cheat. Like, please.
That would have been really awkward to bring up later on and be like, hey, Daniel.
Especially since the TO was a little hesitant on letting us record and do this because they didn't want anyone to get caught cheating on camera.
Yeah.
They were just kind of worried about that. So, that would have been bad.
So I have an interesting question for you.
Uh-oh.
Assuming... I mean, obviously, since we know why he did the Ultra Ball first for the Lele to grab the Bridget, if we didn't know what the rest of his hand was, what do you think of just playing the computer search to just get the Bridget, assuming there was already a draw supporter in hand? Having it to where you didn't have to use the Lele to get it. You think that would be the smart play? And even then...
I still would have Ultra Ball. I think the way he did it was best against Trevenant. Maybe not best against normal decks, but best against Item Lock. Because it allowed him to get his turn on Bridget and have a Sycamore in hand. I feel like you had to play the Ultra Ball and the computer search that turn. Because you wanted to get the Bridget, and you had to make sure you went ahead and had a draw supporter for next turn.
You know, I kind of forgot that the opposing player was a Trevenant because I just see a Necrozma right now.
Yeah, right? It's like, it's fine. He's just playing Metagross.
No, just straight Necrozma. Quad Quasma. I think I still said that wrong.
Please
Crozma.
don't say that ever again.
Quad
Please
Crozma.
don't. Just go faint yourself, okay?
Hey, rude. Yeah, I was kind of thinking of maybe it wasn't an item lock deck. Maybe computer search for Bridget. Just so you don't have to use the Lele. And then obviously if it wasn't item lock, you would just be able to Ultra Ball for Lele next turn if you needed to. I don't know. I'm ranting.
So he did play a Shaman. He's going to drop a D-Valley. You know, fun fact, I had to call a judge on someone at Fort Wayne. Because you remember that PTCGO glitch that was causing Dimension Valley to add 20 damage to Lele?
Yes.
He thought that was how it actually worked.
That is not how it works.
So I had to call judge. And he actually argued it with the judge.
Well, because most people have the mentality that if it works on PTCGO, it works in real life. And honestly, up until I had noticed that glitch, I had the similar mindset.
Boom, that Sycamore dump. Just goodbye everything. Trevenant is going deep this first turn. He's going very deep.
Well, yeah, he's got to get Trevenant in play.
He did get there.
Really, all he needed was a way to retreat the Necrozma, and he would have had it.
How much is Necrozma's retreat? 2?
2 or 3. It's pretty hefty.
That's the only thing I don't like about Necrozma is, like, if he's stuck up there, he is stuck. Like, you have to get the Guzma or you have to get a Floatstone. There's just no way around it.
Do Trevenant decks even play Floatstone?
No, I don't think so. No. They play Bursting Balloons and Rescue Scarfs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So there was, like, no getting out of the active. If it is 2, then a double colorless would have got him there.
Right. Well, he would have had more than that because he still would have needed to Ascension.
Dimension Valley. You get to do it for free.
True. You're right.
Yo, Dimension Valley does a lot for this deck.
Well, he does a lot for some deck.
Let's see, what was I about to look up? Oh yeah, Necrozma's retreat.
Boom, that 30 damage from the Curlia. Alright, he got the DCE. Figures his top card of the deck was DCE. It's pretty...
Yeah, it's got 2 retreat. Oh, wait, yeah, we just saw it. Okay, that's 2 retreat.
You're a little late to the party, sir.
Look, I was trying to figure this out for the commentary, and it just happened. Yeah, sure. But there is a Trevenant in play now. No more items unless a Guzma comes out. Because I can't imagine...
Oh, there comes Big Bad Gardevoir.
And a Chorus for 8. Sounds pretty good.
Best supporter in Expanded.
I think that's debatable.
I mean, it definitely is. I just love it.
So, if you're saying it's your favorite,
Yes.
because best, you can definitely argue with that.
Well, yeah, of course. Now, keep in mind, Daniel has had a Giratina promo in place since turn 1. So, the Trevenant player cannot break in Silent Fear, or they lose item lock. For anyone who doesn't know, Giratina, as long as he's in play, it negates the effects of all breaks and any, abilities from the previous evolution of the break.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if Dakota evolves into the break, it shuts off Trevenant XY's ability.
Because the ability then becomes part of the Trevenant break.
And down goes one Trevenant.
So we might just see a quick concession at this point.
Yeah, this is one of those games where Gardevoir just got set up and Trevenant can't keep up. Like, Trevenant's just getting knocked out every turn.
Because right now, Gardevoir is doing 120 damage.
And I mean, even if he breaks, his HP still isn't all that high, and it's really easy for Gardevoir to just take it. Just run away with it. Now, he did Flare Grunt the DC there.
But there's another one.
Bam. And he's just going to scoop.
Yep.
So they're going to go to game 3.
I do kind of remember this part from when I was editing the videos together.
Spoilers?
We just saw it.
Oh, okay.
It's not a spoiler if it already happened.
Bruh, why didn't you spoiler tag it before it happened? That's so inconsiderate.
I'm going to have to stop you right there. Getting out of hand. I'm feeling very attacked right now. I just came in here to have a good time.
You're feeling attacked? I'm gonna attack you, alright. With Thunderbolt.
No, I tried to come up with a joke. I failed.
Alright. So, game 3, Trevenant will be on the play. It's very good for Trevenant. If Trevenant can pull off the turn 1 Wally, it becomes very hard for Gardevoir to do anything. If he starts turn 1 Wally, all Gardevoir can really do is open Diancie.
And hopefully have a way to either have the Lele or the Bridget in hand.
So let's see. There's the Diancie. He did open with it. And I think I saw a Ralts.
I'm looking at the Trevenant player's hand.
I like how we're shifting to try and act like it'll make any difference when it makes no difference. You know what I mean?
I just like being shifty.
You want to get swifty?
I'm not even 100% sure what that means. Isn't it from Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that.
Alright, so it looks like they both got the optimal setup.
Oh, there's a energy.
Level ball.
Does he play Jirachi? Do they still play Jirachi?
Yeah, I think Dakota was playing a Jirachi in his list because he could level ball for it. I do remember seeing it.
Come on, Dakota.
Is it prized? That's the look of a prized Jirachi.
Don't tell me it's this way.
Oh,
boy!
So he's gonna Jirachi for the Wally, get the turn 1 Wally into Trevenant. Though it is interesting because Gardevoir got the start that we talked about. At least a Ralts.
Yeah.
Plus Diancie. The question is, does he have the Fairy energy in hand? Because she does require Fairy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like 90% sure of that. I'll double check though.
He has it. He has Fairy and DC in hand.
Yep, requires Fairy.
Is it 1 Fairy?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, how would you be able to use a first turn if it needed 2?
Shut up, Charles.
Alright, so level ball, just all the phantoms.
Alright, so he's going to drop a turn. I see a second Diancie by the looks of it. So there's the Fairy Energy. I mean, if I were him, I would just end here.
Double colors. He has Guzma. If he needed it. No, he didn't need it, though.
I don't think he had any items. We could have brought Jirachi up just for fun, but end's definitely the better play.
Try to get something going under the lock.
Even if it's just a second Ralts. You know what I mean? I mean, he's in a position where he could just... Honestly, if he gets the Bridger, he can just play it next turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Trevenant matchup is kind of slow enough where you can get away with it. Was Daniel playing Octillery? I don't think he was. I think he was just playing straight Gardevoir. I haven't seen a Remoraid or an Octillery yet this match.
You know what? I will go ahead and check the list. Because he sent it to us.
I forgot about that. I can't really see his hand. I do see what looks like Energy and N.
Let me go ahead and find his list.
He does have a Sycamore. So he's just going to use Diancie to evolve into Kirlia and then pass.
Nope, there is no Octillery in his list.
Okay.
So we're looking at just... Wait, whose turn is it? Is it
Trevenant.
Oh, it's the Trevenant player's turn now? Okay.
So we're going to see an Ultra Ball.
Okay, because I see the Kirlian playing now. Alright, so nothing happened. He just played and drew cards and attack.
Yup.
Oh, wait, do I see a Giratina in his hand, though?
Yeah, he does have the Giratina. He is definitely trying to bait the break.
He's trying to get Dakota to play the break, and then he'll put down the Giratina.
Yup. That way it traps him with a break. The question is, does Dakota fall for the trap?
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
No, I definitely like his choice to hold it.
The only thing is, like, if he plays N, he loses it.
He'll be fine. It's one of those where he's already at a point where he's gonna get a Gardevoir set up, so he mainly wants to hold the Giratina to get a turn with items. Even if he might not even want to, even if he breaks right here, he might not want to play the Giratina, because I think he has an N in hand as well as a Sycamore, and a Bridget even. He may not even want to play the Giratina this turn. When I was playing Night March, a big thing we would try to do is,
We?
Shut up.
Who is we?
Shut up. Anyway, you wait until you have stuff you can play, and then you play your Giratina. That way you can break the lock for a turn. That way you can just start dumping those items. We are going to see what looks to be a Sycamore and a Rescue Scarf.
He's having to read the Rescue Scarf.
To be fair, most of us are not very fluent with Expanded around here. You're about the only one who is. There's the D-Valley. Another Rescue Scarf to the bench Trevenant.
See, but now the question is, does Dakota even try to go for breaks now that he knows? Well,
there it goes. Just whatever you do, Dakota, do not play a second break this turn, or you will regret it.
I was about to ask if he even bothers playing the break since he knows Giratina's in there.
That's, I believe, a mistake. I feel like since he knows that Daniel plays Giratina, he should have just stuck with one break. Like, I understand going for the one break, like, fine and dandy. Well, if he's going to Tree Slam there, why did he even go for the break?
That's true. Maybe just for more HP, but I don't know. That
then,
still feels...
Oh, he
What's
can't.
he doing? Oh, he tried to field blower.
Yeah.
You got to do this in the right order, Daniel.
Order of operations, sir.
He is getting ahead of himself. I think that might have just given him the game.
Yeah, I think Dakota evolving into two breaks kind of sealed his fate. Like, I think one was fine, Like, he could have gotten away with it, you know what I mean? But
I think playing even just the 1 is kind of risky.
Yes. Playing 2 is just very,
I mean,
very
obviously
risky.
playing the second one, obviously we know playing the second one was just a bad idea.
And the fact that he lost both those rescue scarves on top of that is very, very big.
Yeah.
Because he should only be playing 3 rescue scarves at most. So, that puts him in a very, very bad spot. Especially against something like Gardevoir, who could just... that Shaman and that Jirachi are just free prizes.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I mean, the Jirachi was kind of necessary, though.
Right.
I don't remember when he played the Shaman and what he even got off of it.
I believe turn 1.
He didn't play the Shaman turn 1.
No, it would have been turn 2 then.
I know he didn't play it turn 1.
It was pretty early. Alright, so you're going to see Diancie attack to evolve the Curly into a Gardevoir and then pass. He did go ahead and play that Bridget that turn as well, getting 3 more Ralts on the board. Now, in that situation, would you have grabbed all 3 Ralts, or would you have left the bench space open for a Lele?
I think I would have only grabbed 2, because I feel like he's kind of just given Dakota another prize. Like, how likely is that he gets all 3 evolved?
Now, Dakota did get the last rescue scarf.
Oh. Yeah, like, how likely is it that all 3 of these Ralts get evolved before one of them gets knocked out? So I kind of feel like he just gave Dakota another prize. Going with the computer search. What did you grab off the computer search, though?
Bursting Balloon? It's kind of odd. I mean, he's going to take the knockout here on the Diancie. Put Gardevoir down to 180. And the Balloon puts him down to 120. So the Balloon does make it to where 2 Tree Slams kills Gardevoir, or another Bursting Balloon and a Tree Slam.
Huh.
Was he going to put the Bursting Balloon on the bench?
He was. I think he was going to try to retreat into that one with the Mystery Energy.
Okay.
But, what are you doing, Coda? Okay, yeah, he's putting it on the bench. He's going to retreat. And go for nothing.
This is odd.
He's going to put it up, say, hey, if you want to deal damage, you got to take damage.
Well, I think his big thing here is the item lock.
Yeah. There's a Curlia.
See, I probably would have just let him take the break, so I could get an evolutionary line, like, because he had the scarf. I don't know. I don't think there really was a great play to be made there. You're kind of just stuck in a rut.
Yeah. See, and even then, he kind of just wasted the balloon, because he's just using the attack on Diancie.
Yep. See, that's why I probably would have stayed with the break, took the knockout on Diancie, and put some more pressure on Gardevoir, and then let him, be alright, you can have my break, but you got to take 60 damage to do it. I feel like that probably would have been a better route.
I think too much. I mean, I don't want to, like, I hate saying this, but I kind of feel like the game is just kind of lost.
Like, no one's even taken a prize yet. It just kind of feels like Trevenant's done.
Like, there's 2 useless Trevenants. Like, pretty much useless Trevenants in play. Because of the Giratina. And you can't even really knock out the Giratina efficiently. Because you can't one-shot it.
Nope. The only chance to do anything to it is to load up energy on Necrozma, and that's not very efficient.
No.
And he's going into a 3rd break.
Like, he would have to attach 2 Psychic Energies to the Necrozma, and then use its standard attack. Which, that's for Trevenant, that's throwing away a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah. It's just an odd game.
Level Ball, grab a Phantom, which is passed. Was using Silent Fury
And
too.
he evolved into the third break as well.
I guess. I guess he's just trying to go aggro.
He is going to get a prize. But now this Gardevoir is coming at him. And it is coming in hot.
He can easily just attach 3 energy. Let's see, right now there's 60 damage on board.
So you have to do 4 energy. No. Yeah.
Doesn't Trevenant break have 170?
That was 160 or 170.
No,
yeah.
you're right, it's 160.
So he does have to see 4 energy. Because 3 energy would only put him at 150 total. So now unless he has
160.
Unless he has like muscle band or something.
So in all he would need 7 energy.
See, I can very much see Gardevoir being a deck that plays muscle band. Because Choice Band's kind of limited in what it can hit. And obviously you can't play Fighting Fury Belt. I could see Muscle Band being a decent choice in Gardevoir.
Potentially?
Like, I could see it being played on there for the same reasons it's played in like the Turtonator deck. Just helps you hit efficient numbers.
Well, with the Turtonator deck, you're hitting 180. Which hits almost all of the basic GXs.
Well, there's a DCE. There's a Secret Spring Energy.
I don't know. I feel like 5 energy plus Muscle Band to hit 170. It hits something.
Does he have the last energy?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he has 1 more, he hits 120.
Huh?
3 for each energy, right?
Yeah. He definitely has 5 already. So
5, 150. I'm bad at math.
He needs 1 more to hit for a 1-shot.
I saw that 1 energy and thought...
computer search for the basic energy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The spice is real. It's always fun when you have to computer search for a basic energy, isn't it?
I think he discarded his Soul Hand to do that, too.
I mean, I think it's fine. He's going to take the knockout, and he's going to be applying a lot of pressure. Under pressure.
So now, which Trevenant does he bring up? Because he takes a knockout on that one. At least if he brought up the other break, he would need another energy. Well, never mind. Okay, there goes the DC.
So Sorosic off the DCE. So now that means Daniel has to see 2 more energy.
I wonder what is in Daniel's hand. Oh, 2 prizes off the Silent Fear.
Uh-oh.
This could be a Necrozma game?
Very well could be.
Oh, Sycamore.
Oh, he got Sycamore off the prize, or was it for turn?
It was for turn.
Ah, it's still so clutch, and I love it.
So, I mean, he just attaches the DCE. He gets a knockout. And from there on, he probably has at least 1 more energy to pick up a knockout on... he wouldn't even need another energy to pick up the knockout on this Trevenant.
Well, we haven't seen too much Versus Seeker action from Trevenant, so I assume we're going to see one here for the Sorosic. If we don't, I will be highly surprised.
There's a Bursting Balloon.
Or Guzma, maybe? He does have Guzma in hand. He could Guzma up the other Gardevoir. Or Guzma up the Giratina. I'd Guzma up the Giratina.
Yeah, that's got a pretty fat retreat cost. But what does he do? Come on,
Dakota and his shaking of his leg. I caught him doing this in Top Cut, so I was like, Dakota, stop it.
Does it trigger you?
No, just make it the camera shake.
You'll get over it.
But the fans won't. Tell me you hate your fans?
Yes. I hate these fans. I hate my ceiling fans.
Let's say they can't see you pointing up. You might want to clarify. Alright, did he finally make a move?
I think he just played Silent Fear.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't have a play.
He had the Guzma.
Well, I can kind of see why he didn't play Guzma, because it would have made him switch.
That's true. He doesn't really have any way to retreat. So I'm surprised this deck's playing Guzma. Why isn't it playing Lysander?
Probably to help get Trevenant Breaks back into the active after they try to Guzma yours out.
Fair enough. He played a Guzma. So Gardevoir Guzma's around the Bursting Balloon. He's going to try to take a knockout on this Necrozma.
I don't blame him.
30, 60, 90.
I mean, honestly, that Necrozma could have won the game.
180. It looks like 180 coming in right now.
6 energy should be 180. But yeah, this Gardevoir has 110 HP. The GX attack does 100 damage, right? To each EX GX?
There must have been a DCE down there.
Yeah, the Necrozma had a DCE.
Well, there must have been another one, because I'm only counting 180 damage. Doesn't Necrozma have like 280? No, it only has 180.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm dumb. I forgot.
But yeah, if it does 100 damage, which
that Necrozma leaving the board, I think, just sealed Trevenant's fate.
Yep, unfortunately.
I do think he plays a second one, but...
a second Necrozma? I don't think so. Most decks, I think every Trevenant deck I've seen only plays one Necrozma.
Now, Daniel did only put 20 damage on his active Gardevoir. Or not his active, his bench Gardevoir, but they're going to go ahead and
game's
concede
over anyway.
So Gardevoir actually is going to win that matchup 2-1.
Yep.
It definitely seems like a relatively, turn 1 base matchup. Who gets to go first and how their first turn goes.
I think that one turn with the Giratina and Dakota playing his breaks, I think that right there just threw the whole game.
Yep. Like, holding your Giratina until you need to play it is very, very good right now, in my opinion.
I mean, I can see that, but I think if I was Dakota, knowing there's Giratina...
Oh, yeah, no, he definitely shouldn't have played both.
I don't even think I would have played any.
Yeah, me either.
I definitely would have held on to my breaks.
Like, I can understand taking the risk on one, but not two. Definitely not two. Like, one, if they drop the Giratina, it's like, alright, I can play around this. But two, you can't really play around it.
Yeah.
You've committed way too hard.
Well, that was round 1.
It was actually round 2. We didn't get round 1. So
the round 1 for them.
This is fair enough. Both those players were 1-0, so Dakota is now 1-1. Daniel is now 2-0.
Well,
Guardy on a tear.
Well, look out for the next one.
Stay jolly, guys.